Hello, and welcome back to Charwell, the Farming Agency Edition. Right, so this is episode 3 in my Let's Play on the map, with all the new Maize Plus features. In the last episode we did pretty well. We did a bit of field work, we also spread a bit of lime. We actually got quite a bit done in the end, so I was quite happy with that. Probably in this episode we're going to carry on doing some planting. I think we can do the carrots. We might have to speed up time a little bit as well to try and get 6 degrees on the ground so we can start planting the oats for the horses that we're going to need. And then I think pretty much after that is the maize, but obviously that's going to be later on in the year. We need the ground temperature to go up to 10 degrees, so we're quite a bit away from that. But yeah, we're going to be bits and bobs, so we'll also probably set up some course play, continue on with the spreading of the lime. We'll probably check on the animals. I think they're all good. Cows need a bit of water. Got some feed still. So the sheep and the cows pretty much just need some water. Got enough feed. I do need cleaning out. The cows do. They've gone down to 94%. So we'll have a look at that. We probably need to buy some feed as well at some point. So we might get a couple of bales and bring them down to each place that we need it. So yeah, we've got quite a lot to do. A lot of it's going to be planting. I want to really try and get into the crop types as soon as possible, really. So yeah, we've planned it out pretty well though, so hopefully it should be alright. So the reason that we started off at the dealership is because we're going to be selling the Ford truck. I said in my previous probably 2 episodes that I was thinking about swapping it out for something a bit more English style, a bit more smaller. It is a big truck. I do like it a lot, but obviously with the size of it I don't think it's quite suited. So we've brought it here, we're going to sell it, and I've already purchased, you've probably noticed my money's gone down, but yeah, I've already purchased the next motor, which is right in front of me, and it's going to be the Land Rover Defender, I think it is. I know there's some really nice mods of this, some private mods out there, but this isn't the private one. This is just what you can get now. It's not the best quality. I think the audio on it's a little bit dodgy when you start up, but I do like the look of it, and I think it's done pretty well. So we've gone with this one. I think it'll be suited on the farm. English style motor, you know, bit smaller. So in the end, it's not too bad, that isn't. So what we'll do quickly is we'll sell the Ford to try and get some more money back. We're pretty much close to where we were before. I think I was, what, £1,000 off it, so not far. And yeah, now we've got this. Doesn't sound too bad. I think it's just when you turn it off, I noticed it just sounds a bit like an echoey. Right, so pretty much going to just crack on with the work, finish off what we started, and also see if we can get anything else done. So we'll go straight back to the farmyard with all the arable equipment and the bigger tractors. We'll probably also set up the spreader that we left at the sheep farm, get that going on the bigger field, do a course play on that, and then we'll carry on with the actual planting of the crops. The sooner we get it in the ground, the sooner we'll harvest. Might actually go as well and have a look at the grass fields, see whereabout we are with them, just because of the fact that we don't really have to wait now till they're ahead. It's probably not a good idea, so we'll be cutting them a little bit sooner than what you do originally on FS19. You should probably just get an idea of where they're at. And there we go. Right, so this is already set to carrots. We probably don't need any more seeds, but if we do, we'll always come back. And I'll just go take this to the field first, now that we're in it. And then we'll jump in the... Is it the Optum? I think it's the Optum. I think it is. Let me just triple check that. Always get mixed up. So the Puma's what we're in now. Yeah, the Optim's the one that's got the spreader on. It's quite a big planter for the field that we're going to head into, but it'll do the job. Probably a little bit overkill. Wow, all that traffic came in one go then. Must be rush hour. Right, so let's just jump over to the Optim. And we pretty much need to do this barley field right in front of us. Right, so field 56, we set to fertilizing. Yeah, it's called fertilizing seeding, that's the one. So go to field 56, we'll do 2 just to be safe. It is a big field. We'll cut that down to about 16, 15, something like that, just to see, so we don't have any overlaps. Hopefully that should work. And there we go. Looks pretty good. Should be set up. We just get this looking just right in the middle where it should start off. It should be fine there. Yep. There we go. And hopefully we won't miss any bits this time. Hopefully. So we can also plant the sugar beets. So we can still do sugar beets today, and we can do the carrots today. So I think that should be priority, and make sure we spread lime in all the fields that need it. So currently that's going to be this field, and then that'll be it. So we can't do 61 or 53. So yeah, it's only going to be this one field for lime. So if we aim to do these 2 fields, maybe speed up time, and we can look at starting planting the oats. Should be a good idea. And we'll leave him to crack on with it. Right, so I've just jumped back into the Puma, but I've had a change of heart, because I think, if I'm right, this is the seeder, which is obviously used for like wheat and barley and all that kind of stuff. And then you got your planter for your corn, your sunflower and so on. But I've noticed to plant carrots, you don't actually need to use this. You can also use a planter, which would make sense for me to use the planter in these 2 fields, because then obviously I need that for the sugar beets. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this quickly up to the field that I'm going to be doing the oats in. I'll drop it off in there, and then we'll go and get the actual planter, and we'll start on with them 2 fields. And it just saves us doing, you know, a trip after doing the carrots. We may as well just do it now, get it out of the way, and then we can do them 2 fields straight after each other. So we're also going to have to cultivate that field as well. So thinking about it, it might be a good idea to first do the cultivating on that field. Yeah, I think we'll do that first. So we'll just get hooked up to this, and then we'll go straight into that field and crack on with it. Right, so let's start off down this end.
The these skies have a different light. Why noise that keeps me up at night? I can't help but think back to you. I wish that I could find a face that I would recognize. I replay the memory of you. It's been hard, you know I wanted to stay, caught us off guard, but there was no other way. Did you wait? 'Cause I've been counting the days, and I'm calling up to say I'm coming home to you. I'm coming home to you. I'm coming home to you. And I know that it's time home with you, but I'm coming home. Hold on to my embrace, this time I promise it won't break. I'm hoping that things haven't changed. Life took us far apart, but it never took away my heart. Have you been holding it safe? 'Cause it's been hard, you know I wanted to stay, caught us off guard.
Right, so we're just on the last strip. Really quick, really easy. Good thing about this field as well, I wasn't messing about with it before we started Let's Play. So I shouldn't have any issues spreading fertiliser or lime if we needed to. Looks like guys already finished spreading lime. Pretty good going. So we could probably set him up to do some fertiliser. Thinking about it. If we have a look at some, maybe the grass fields, the alfalfa or the clover, we could spread some fert on them. Oh, I haven't got a sprayer, but we have got obviously the solid fertiliser that we can use. So we'll just leave that gate open just because we're going to be coming back into that field. A bit like we've left that one open. We'll drop this off and get hooked up to the planter just ready for when we need it. And then we'll go, before we start planting, we'll go and jump into the Optum and get him set up doing some fert. We may as well. There'll definitely be some fields that we can spread fertiliser in anyway. Don't think we can spread fertiliser in the fields we spread lime until the crop itself changes. I think you can only really be doing one. Yeah, you can only basically spread something once on a field. And you can see it's got its lime texture. When it starts growing, that'll obviously go. Right, so he's done a good job, it seems. Let's see if he's missed anything. Not much at all. So turning that down to 15 did help. There's the odd tiny bit, but that's nothing. So we don't need to do that. So fertiliser wise, you're looking at pretty much 51, 52 and 62 we can spread fert in, I'm guessing. So I'll set him up and we'll get him going on the grass field. And then we'll move him over to clover and alfalfa. Right, so what I've decided just then is I'm going to go to the shop and I'm actually going to buy a spreader. Just a small one. I'm going to have it just for fertiliser. I think it makes more sense. We won't get a sprayer, we'll get a solid fertiliser spreader, and then we can have it designated just for fertiliser. It just means that we don't have to keep taking the lime out of that one. And with us doing a lot of field work, it kind of justifies having the two. Wow, a lot of traffic again. We can sneak in here. See if we can overtake them all. It's going to be a risk. Can we do it on a corner? Yeah, easy, easy. Right, so let's go inside and have a look what they've got. on offer. I might choose one out of the new DLC pack, the Cleveland DLC, just because there's some good ones in there, but we'll see what they've got. Right, so I think I'm going to go with this one. It's only 24,500. Should do the job. It's got a nice spread on it, 24 metres. So we're going to get that. So we'll also buy, it holds 3,900 litres of fertiliser. There's 2,000 in that one. 2,000 in that one, and it's cheaper. We might go with that one. Yeah, we'll go with this one. One bag of that. And hopefully that'll be enough. If not, we'll always come back and just buy another bag. It's not a problem. So let's get backed up on this one. Probably don't need a front weight just because this tractor's so big. So let's put that down and fill it up. It's just over halfway full, so that should be fine. So what we'll do is we'll go and head straight into the grass field. And we'll start with that one. So the more I play this map, the more it's grown on me. I mean, obviously the reason I'm playing it is because of the Maze Plus and all the features, you know. But yeah, the more I play it, the more it's definitely grown on me. I actually really like the fields, I like the layout of everything. There's probably better maps out there looking, but yeah, the more I play it, it's definitely growing on me. Alright, so it should just be this field here on the left, and it is. That's the one, field 51, nice size field for grass. So it looks like there's two entrances. There's one where the cows are, and then there's another one here. Right, so let's set this up. So 51. We'll bring that down, say, to 22. Maybe 21 because we dropped it by 3 last time, I think. So we'll just do the one headland because it's quite big. Yeah, I mean it's gonna do that within seconds. Not bad at all. Right, so where's the first waypoint? And there you go. So you can see already that it's working. So we'll leave him going and then we'll quickly jump back to this. We best change, yeah, the seed type. We'll do cotton. I'm not doing cotton, don't worry. We'll select to carrots. We'll do carrots first. And we'll get some seeds. So I've obviously got some seeds in the pallets over here, but this thing that's already built in the map is basically a seed dispenser, you could call it. It'll silo the seeds in, so obviously it costs you to use, but I think I might just try it out. There we go. And then we need to also put some fertiliser in it. It's the good thing about this one, it can do both, which is obviously really helpful. yeah, so especially when you obviously planted your crop, because it means you don't have to fertilise it as much the next time around. So I like how this pallet's just going down like that. It looks good. The wrap on it. It's taking a lot of fertiliser, but it'll come in use in there. I may as well just use it all if it needs it all. Definitely will use it all. But fertiliser usually lasts a long time in these planters that are like got fertiliser and seeds. And obviously it's really useful to fertilise at the same time, because it means you're obviously going to be fertilising less as you go on and the crop's growing, which means you've got less chance of doing crop destruction if you've not got the right tyres on and all that. So we're going to have to figure that out at some point by using a smaller tractor with narrow tyres. We can't be using the Optum like we are now. Right, so I think that's obviously plenty. Don't need any more than that. Right, so we'll crack on with the first field, the smaller one with carrots, and then we'll move over to field 71. I'm going to do it in the time lapse. You might see me jumping out at some point, going to sort out the guy fertilising on course play, so we can keep him going. Tricky this one is, it's a lot bigger. Shut the gate quickly. There we go. Lower it down, turn her on, and there you go. And look at that row, look at that, looks brilliant. That is amazing texture, I like that a lot. Oops, I got caught on that. Right, let's turn it off, start again with that bit, because I'm not going to keep hitting that or else. Right, we should be alright now. Yeah, I do like the texture of that. Looks a lot better. Right, so what I'll do is I'll speed it up and I'll quickly go and set up the other driver in the alfalfa field or the clover field.
Did you wait? 'Cause I've been counting the days, and I'm calling up to say I'm coming home to you. I'm coming home to you. I'm coming home to you. And I know that it's hard with you, but I'm coming home. I'm coming home. We'll stay up till morning and head out exploring, make up for months that we've missed. 'Cause the cold air is calling and my head's recalling the moment that I was convinced. We'll stay up till morning and head out exploring, make up for months that we've missed. 'Cause your lips are calling and my heart's recalling the way I could never resist. It's been so hard, but no, I wanted to stay caught us off guard, but there was no other way. Did you wait? 'Cause I've been counting the days, and I'm calling up to say I'm coming home to you. I'm coming home to you. I'm coming home to you. And I know that it's hard with you,
Right, so there we go. I've finished off the fields, so the sugar beets, and I've also finished off the carrots. And this guy has finished off all the fertiliser and all the lime. So I have changed a setting as well on Courseplay that I didn't change from the last time I was using it, which was on my roleplay episodes, which was basically I turned the payment off for any worker through Courseplay, so they didn't actually earn any money. So when I noticed that, I've changed it now so they will start earning money. The reason I do it in my roleplay is obviously just because I don't want my money to be deducted when, you know, it's supposed to be a serious roleplay, and if my money just starts changing because I'm using a Courseplay, because I might be getting delivery or whatever else it is, it kind of loses the realism. So I turn it off in there, but I obviously forgot to turn it back on. So from now on they will get paid. I think I might just plonk that there. Also, if you noticed as well, the fertiliser, they just had the right amount. He's got 6% left in here, so we were pretty lucky, or you could say good judgment call, whatever, but we just had the right amount. Something else I'm going to have to buy soon is a jet wash, because I haven't got one, and obviously we need one because these tractors are getting dirty. So maybe in the next episode we'll get a jet wash and clean them off. Could be a good idea. Right, so park the tractors up for the night. Don't need to do anything else today. The oats, probably with the temperature they're at, we won't get to do them until tomorrow. So we'll leave everything here as it is. And then we'll go back to the main home. I'll just quickly stop and have a look at these fields. So I think this is fully fertilised now. So yeah, you've got pretty good 10% ground moisture. You probably need a bit of rain there, but not too bad yet. But yeah, fully fertilised. So if you have a look at the fields, you can see these two pretty much don't need to do anything with now until we harvest. These three fields, so the grass, the clover and the alfalfa, they can do with one more. But we're probably going to be fertilising the pasture grass as well at some point and everything else as it grows. But we're doing well. I mean, all we need to plant now is the maize and the oats. We've put the planter in field 53, that can stay there. Look at this field. I do like the texture, I'm not going to lie, the carrots. Especially if you look at it like that, it looks really good. Obviously here where I've kind of gone over it looks a bit dodgy, but that's just obviously because different directions and all that. And if you've got a big field it'll look really nice. I think it's just because I've picked a really small field that it kind of looks like that on the edges. I think this Land Rover is a much better choice. Looks it suits the map. Right, so I think that's us done for this episode and also for this in-game day. So in the next episode it'll be the next day. Hopefully it'll be at the right temperature and we can finish off the crops that we need to plant. And like I said, we'll get the bales as well. Look after the animals and so on. Right, so I'm going to leave the video there. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. I appreciate that every single time. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos like this one on Farming Simulator. See ya.